Kenya protest violence. Video script outline. Opening scene. Footage of protests. Showing both protesters and police. Narrator. Kenya is grappling with a wave of violent anti-government protests. President Ruto's order to shoot protesters in the legs has sparked international outrage. Scene. Graphic showing death toll. Varying numbers reported. Narrator. At least 31 people were killed on Monday, according to state figures, though the UN and human rights groups report a similar count and accuse police of excessive force. The UN says lethal ammunition was used. The government admits some police misconduct but defends the president's order. Scene. President Ruto speaking. Short clip. Narrator. President Ruto justified the police actions, warning against unconstitutional attempts to remove him from power and urging opponents to wait for the 2027 elections. He blamed protesters for violence and property damage. Scene. Opposition leader speaking. Short clip. If available. Narrator. The opposition denies plotting a coup, citing economic hardship and youth unemployment as root causes of the unrest. They accuse the government of state-sponsored violence. Scene. Footage of damaged property and hospitals. Narrator. The protests have resulted in widespread damage to property, including hospitals. A 12-year-old child was killed by a stray bullet. Calls for independent investigations are growing. Scene. International condemnation. UN spokesperson clip. If available. Narrator. International bodies, including the UN, have strongly condemned the violence and called for accountability. Closing scene. General shot of Kenya. Narrator. The crisis highlights deep divisions within Kenya, with rising unemployment and economic hardship fueling the tensions. The future remains uncertain as the country navigates these violent clashes and calls for accountability.